Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How's it going? How's it going? Am I listenable? Am I listenable? Am I audible? Today I'm going to to do some anki cards. Well, to create some anki cards on stream. Why? Why not? I feel like it's on this line of I feel like it's on this line of like documenting things or whatever, and I thought it would be interesting to, I guess, to show some of the things I'm learning on stream. Plus, I should be, I guess I I wanted to do this today, not like it was going to be off stream, but I thought, why not? I was kind of bored because transcribing these questions into this software is a little bit tedious, but yeah, I don't know. I wanted to try it out, so yeah, that's it. Yo, how's it going? Is the profile picture new, or am I just seeing it on the screen, on a bit different screen, and it looks different? How's it going? I am still on the old setup, but as you can see, there is something here. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there is something here, which is my microphone is now kind of homemadely tied to a tripod that I bought. So I did buy a tripod, but because I don't, I kind of have a table now, like a side table like this. But as you can see, this is not really a side table. It's more like something for the bed. So I put it here just in case. But for the moment, no new stream setup with the camera, because if I set the camera up on the tripod, for example, I could remove it, but I want to put the computer somewhere like there so that the lighting is decent for the camera. And to putting the computer there, I would need like some kind of table. So I think I'm not going to have the stream setup until a couple of weeks. But that's basically it. No, I never changed it. I have it since I made the account, so I don't want to change it now. Lol. Okay, yes, I feel like maybe I'm just looking at it from a different angle or something, or at a different size. Had a lot to do the last week, so now I enjoy my long weekend. Thursday was free and I took Friday off as well. Nice. Did you go somewhere? Oh, or just stayed in Berlin doing things and all that, like resting? Last week was like the previous one was also. Did you have a lot to do that one? That one I didn't have class on Monday, and on Friday I hadn't had class either. So to me it was like also semi long. But yeah, this week was really short. My week was like that as well. It was also Thursday free, well, fire tag, and Friday free, Urlaubstag or something, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't go anywhere far away. On Thursday, I went to Starnbergersee, which was cool. We went with like some of the people from class, the girlfriend from one of them, and also this guy had like contacted some group of Spanish people in Munich type deal, like some WhatsApp group for some reason. And yeah, one of yeah, that there was like she was like a girl from Spain who was living kind of around the area, not right in the Starnberg village, Dorf, city, whatever. It was more in like another place called Wolfratshausen. But yeah, both are like on the south of Munich. So I guess it was convenient for her more or less to go there. And yeah, so yeah, I met one new person since I've been here, which was interesting. She talked a lot, by the way. Like when I say a lot, I mean like that you literally couldn't hear silence when you like there were no moments of silence. Like when you're talking with someone, and then there are sometimes moments of silence. With her, it was like there were no moments of silence. It was insane. But yeah, she just spoke quite slowly, so it wasn't like overwhelming or anything. But yeah, it was interesting to meet like someone new. Yeah, she was like working in some kindergarten, kita. She was working in a kita, and she said, while talking in Spanish, she said kita all the time as well. But yeah, it was a good day. That can you hear the train or is it low? I can see it, the clunk 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 move with the microphone signal here. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, that it was a good day in the lake. I'd show pictures, but Google Photos has no memory anymore, so yeah, I'm going to have to pay for Google Photos storage. And to be honest, it's just a lake. But yeah, it was a good. That's what I meant. That it's been like great weather. So that day, got out of the house in like, how do you say this? Yeah, like short t-shirt or whatever. What are you talking in German? Oh, you just mentioned it was in Spanish. Yeah, in Spanish. She was like from one of those groups of like Spanish people in Munich or something. You can hear the train here and there, but it's fine. Okay. I can hear it as well. So then yesterday, no, that was Thursday, right? Friday, I also had free, so I went to a Flowmarkt, and it's called Dingelfing Flowmarkt, I think, and or Dagelfing Flowmarkt, and it has like, how do you say? It's like right by a horse racetrack, which is interesting. So yeah, it was interesting to see the place, and I didn't buy anything. I wanted to see up to buy a to see if I would buy a bike, to see what was like the environment like, how much could I get one. They're like 70 euros. The the guy had like at more or less 70 was like the default price, and he had bikes that were like normal, and he had like bikes with smaller wheels that he said you could take them in the U-Bahn for free, so without buying like this rail pass or whatever. So maybe I will get one of those now for cheap, for like these 50 70 euros, and then if I go back, sorry, if I see that I like it but the bike is kind of slow and or whatever, I'll buy for a new bike with full size tires or something. Then yesterday, Saturday, I more or less stayed home all day. No, no, I didn't stay home all day. I went to buy to see if I could buy. I was looking at clothes online and saw one store, checked, and there was a store in Munich. So I went to the store, and they didn't have the thing that I wanted, even though it said that it was there in the store. But it had like few units, so maybe it was like somewhere around, like when people trade clothes on, they leave them at some basket. Maybe it was in kind of one of those in between places. But yeah, I went there and I went back all in the period of like 1 hour and a half. I got out of my house at like 12:30 and came home at like 2. So it was like, oh, interesting. In Spain, for example, that would have taken, like, I would have never considered doing that because it would take a super long time. And here I'm pretty well connected to the place where that, to Marienplatz, it was Marienplatz. It's like the frequency is not super high, but if I catch the right train in like 20-30 minutes, I'm there. So it was like, yeah, it was good. But yeah, that day, Saturday, yesterday, it started to be a little bit rainy. So that's why I didn't go back to the flea market to buy things. And yeah, even though it didn't rain on me, it was kind of like drizzling or whatever. First 3 days of the week were about class, and we finished a module. We're going to finish, where the fuck, here, and we're going to, oops, sorry, and we're going to continue with a new module next week, starting on Monday, plus new building. And I I recorded a video. Not a video, like multiple clips of on Friday. No, on Wednesday. Sorry, it felt like a Friday. That's why I said Friday. But yeah, it was Wednesday. And I recorded basically the way there, some in between moments, then even some. We went to Decathlon that day, so I forgot to record inside of Decathlon, but I recorded the way to Decathlon and like the haul of like, yeah, the clothes that I bought and all that. So yeah, Wednesday was a day where I recorded a lot of stuff. Sadly, because of that Google Photos thing that I mentioned, and because I can't right now plug my phone in. Well, maybe I could. It's because I have Steam open, I think. Okay, I don't have Steam open. Maybe I could. By the way, I'm not sure why I'm wearing this. If the audio is coming from this fucking thing. Okay, right now I'm not going to transfer anything. I'm just going to look at the things. I could show something about Starberg. Wait, I'm going to look at chat. I'm not sure if you said anything. Let's see. Okay, no. Bloop. May 1st. What was that? That was the day Sternberg tag, I think. This video is long. No, this is April 30th. Maybe I could show it. Let me change also the audio source here. This is just for myself. This is just trying to reach the place. 01, another video. Oh, this is, I think, just a bridge, one of those bridges that when you walk, that are meant for like boats or something. It's never a good idea to play videos from the thing itself because it never works. But let's see. Yeah, it's kind of like not responding. Scheiße. The video you just shown, for me it's not really something interesting, like I see this every day, so I wouldn't even want to think about if others would want to see lol. Yeah, that one was not super interesting either for me, because like that station is really the station is cool, Starnberg station, because right from the station, from the train station, you can see the lake, so it's cool to see that approach. The problem is that I was recording the other side, the side it's like on the left going from Munich to Starnberg. It's like on the left of the train. That's the view to the sea, to the lake. But from the other, I was sitting on the other side, and I remembered just like at the last minute, so I didn't record that. Oh. Maybe I'm going to need to do something like fuck it. Let's see if there are pictures I can show. But not even the pictures. What's going on? It's showing me like that I can't access the thing. Anyways. Oops. We react quite differently to some things I notice. Yeah, could be. Maybe you're used to it, right? Like you're from Germany. It looks, everything looks so familiar. And for me, it's still like a little bit new. So yeah, I'm just going to add some little cards to this Anki deck. Oops. And see, I'm twisting because I have my notes here and this here. Nennen Sie 3 Dinge, die Sie beim Auf- und Absteigen von Fahrzeugen beachten. Gesicht zum Fahrzeug, 2 Hände und ein Fuß, einen Fuß. 2 Füße und eine Hand, immer im Kontakt oder nicht springen. Und das heißt 3-Punkt-Methode und PSA-Warnkleidung tragen. I think this one, I'm not sure if I want to create one card that is all these 3, I have to respond all 3. I think I'm going to do it that way, but yeah, I could do it differently. UVV. Sie erkennen eine herabhängende Oberleitung. Welchen Sicherheitsabstand müssen Sie zu dieser Oberleitung einhalten? Einfach 10 Meter. 10 Meter. Und kleine Schritte. Kleine Schritte. Aber das ist nur, wenn du in diese in der Abstand oder in dem Abstand, im Abstand, I don't know, bist. Okay. You mistyped the second Oberleitung. Oh yeah, I don't see it on my screen. Oberleitung. Oberleitung. Dankeschön. I'm going to delete the kleine Schritte because it doesn't belong. Well, I'm going to put it Ctrl-E like that. Add. Nennen Sie 3 Punkte. Nennen Sie 3 Punkte, immer 3 Punkte, die Sie beim Überqueren von Gleisen beachten müssen. Nicht treten auf der Schienenköpfe und die Schwellen. Und mehrere andere Dinge. Zum Beispiel Radlenker, bewegliche Teile von Gleisen, wie Weichenzungen, Drahtzugleitungen oder Gleisbremsen. Ctrl-E. By the way, how do you call the... I was going to buy a keyboard last Saturday or whatever, and no, last Wednesday, and the control key in German says something strange, right? It says something like GWG or something like that, right? Zwischen 2 Fahrzeuge Mindestabstand 5 Meter. Links und rechts schauen. Links und rechts nach beiden Richtungen schauen. Strg it's for Steuerung. Control. Oh, okay, makes sense. Steuerung. Immer in gleiche rechtwinklig überqueren. Überqueren. I still don't really know how to pronounce the Ü. Let's add this one above. Mindest Abstand von einem abgestellten Fahrzeug 2 Meter. I think Fahrzeug doesn't have the dot. Blickkontakt mit Triebfahrzeugführer. Add. Wie hoch? Wait. Is this from this part? I'm going to put it afterwards. Wie hoch ist die Spannung in der Oberleitung? 15.000 Volt. 15 Kilovolt. Was müssen Sie im Gleisbereich mindestens tragen? Warnweste eng und geschlossen. Sichere Schuhe. Sie wollen ein Gleis überqueren, auf dem gerade eine Lokomotive vorbereitet wird. Welchen Abstand müssen Sie beim Überqueren dieses Gleis zu der Lokomotive einhalten? Mindestens 2 Meter mit Blickkontakt zum Lokführer. I didn't even think about that. I also call it control. I also think answered before is something like, but I don't know how to say it in German, like the minimum distance from which you can be seen by the Lokführer. That would be, I think, the actual answer. Something like mindestens 2 Meter, aber die oder der Mindestabstand von dem sie o man kann vom Lokführer gesehen werden o algo así. I am curious about that one. On 2 meters is very reasonable because they can just start rolling. They take ages to get a bit of speed. Yeah, that it's 2 meters. That's like the standard between two vehicles that are staying, and you're supposed to like not be around when they are moving or something like this. Like you can't cross when they are moving. When you see something moving, but that's pretty obvious. Welche zu besser gehörenden Elemente müssen sie beim Kuppeln von Zügen tragen? Helm, Handschuhe, Warnweste, that's what I have here. So welchen Abstand müssen Sie als eingewiesene Fachkraft, apparently I'm fachgewiesene or eingewiesene Fachkraft, zur Oberleitung einhalten, mindestens 1,5 Meter. Welche Reihenfolge ist beim Kuppeln von Zügen would it be like this, einzuhalten? It's written like this. Zuhalten. But I think it would be all together, right? And the problem is that I don't have it written. I only have it on the notes. Eins. Schrauben, Kupplung, einhängen. Zwei, bueno, zwei, como dirían, as they would say in this kind of railway setting. Kupplung, Spindel, anziehen. 3. Bremskupplungen verbinden. Hauptluftleitung und sofern vorhanden Hauptluftbehälterleitung 4. Luftabsperrhähne öffnen. 5. Yeah, 2 for me is 2, but in Berlin they also call it 2, or however you want to type that. It's in like there is like a table of letters, like this kind of Anton, Berta, Cesar, Doris, or whatever. In that list, the numbers are like written, and the 2 is like 2. So like in the, you can also hear it es 2 nach Dachau or whatever. Ne, es 2 Richtung Altemünster. In Gleis 2. Sofern vorhanden Dampfheizkupplungen verbinden und Absperrhähne öffnen. Elektrische Leitungen verbinden. Übergänge herstellen. What's Übergänge? Übergänge herstellen sowie Informations- und Steuerleitungen verbinden. Well, the announcements in Berlin at least call it 2. Huh, interesting. Maybe it's just an S-Bahn München thing. That's a long list. I feel like I'm not going to learn it by heart. I'm going to add a new card, which is closed. Reihenfolge beim Kuppeln von Schraubenkupplungen. Schraubenkupplung einhangen, Nummer 1. Bro, why is this so unresponsive? Bremsklumpung verbinden. Übergänge, I think it has a N, and you are right. I'm going to grab a glass of water. Oof. I think I'm going to remove the previous question. Well, I'm going to leave it, but yeah, I'm just not going to answer it thoroughly or whatever. Kuppeln. Al revés, completamente al revés. I'm going to add it. It's like DGUV 214 089 Seite 63 63 60 63 Okay, Reihenfolge beim Kuppeln. Welchen Abstand müssen Sie beim Überqueren von... As you can see, like these questions are like all the same time, all the time the same question. Sorry. Oops. Zu abgestellten Fahrzeugen mindestens einhalten. A. B. wie groß Alt 223 Alt 0223 muss der Abstand zwischen zwei Fahrzeugen mindestens sein, damit sie zwischendurch gehen dürfen. What do you think? You should know this one by now, right? 5 Meter. Sie. Worauf achten Sie, wenn Sie vor einem Triebfahrzeug über das Gleis gehen? Auf Blickkontakt zum Lokführer. Would this be correct? Auf das. Or simply like auf dem TF or something like that. Close one. Close two. Close three. Add. Welche Aussagen zum Auf- und Absteigen von Triebfahrzeugen sind richtig? I'm not going to be lazy, let's write it. Von Triebfahrzeugen. I would write it like you'd have auf Blickkontakt zum Lokführer, but auf den Blickkontakt would also be correct. Wenn es vertretbar erscheint, darf man von Triebfahrzeugen abspringen. Beim Auf- und Absteigen von Triebfahrzeugen muss das Gesicht zum Fahrzeug zeigen. Bei Dunkelheit darf man mit dem Rücken zum Triebfahrzeug absteigen, damit die Sicht zum Nachbargleis gewährleistet ist. Es ist neben dem Gleis vorhanden Stromschienen zulässig. Diese als Auf- bzw. Abstieghilfe zu nutzen. Zap. Beim der sichere Halt durch einen Alt 00 zu 3 einen Fuß und 2 Hände oder zwei Füße und eine Hand 3-Punkt-Methode zu gewährleisten. Punkt. And I think these are all the same cloth, right? Was müssen Sie beim Auf- und Absteigen von Triebfahrzeugen aus dem Führerraum beachten? Eins, 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 eins. Das Auf- und Absteigen von Triebfahrzeugen ist nur bis maximal Schrittgeschwindigkeit erlaubt. Das Auf- und Absteigen ist nur im Stillstand erlaubt. Dabei sind die neben den Türen angebrachten Haltegriffe zu nutzen und die 3-Punkt-Regel zu beachten. Drei-Punkt-Regel gilt beim Absteigen nur bis zum untersten Tritt. Von dort aus darf gesprungen werden. Auf der freien Strecke ist nach Möglichkeit auf der Seite des Nachbargleises abzusteigen, da dort die Verletzungsgefahr aufgrund relativ ebener und befestigter Böden geringer ist als auf der anderen Seite. Let's change the Cape of Card to a basic one. Welchen Abstand müssen Fahrzeuge zueinander haben, wenn sie aufrecht das Gleis überqueren wollen? Mindestens 5 Meter. Entschuldigung. Okay, I've added these ones in this kind of Aufgabenblätter. Aufgabenblätter. Now I still have some from other types of risks or whatever. But yesterday, for example, I told here, im Gleisbereich dürfen Sie nur vorgeschriebene Wege benutzen. In welchen Unterlagen können Sie sich über die vorgeschriebenen Wege auf Ihrem Bahnhof informieren? And I checked the documents or whatever here, for example. And it's page 42, I think. Hier. Verkehrswege für Personen. Verkehrswege für Personen dienen dazu, Arbeitsplätze in Gebäuden oder in Betriebsanlagen sicher zu erreichen. Benutzen Sie soweit möglich öffentliche Wege. Überqueren Sie Gleise grundsätzlich nur an solchen Stellen, die dafür vorgesehen sind, zum Beispiel an Übergängen. Innerhalb von Gleisanlagen dürfen Sie grundsätzlich nur die Verkehrswege benutzen, die vom Unternehmen festgelegt und Ihnen bekannt gegeben sind. So far nothing about documents, right? Just vom Unternehmen festgelegt. Sind diese im Einzelfall nicht bekannt oder offensichtlich nicht sicher benutzbar, zum Beispiel bei mangelhafter Vegetationspflege, unzureichender Beleuchtung, beachten Sie die folgenden allgemeinen Verhaltensregeln. Benutzen Sie öffentliche Wege oder Bahnsteige, auch wenn die Wegstrecke deutlich länger ist. Benutzen Sie Handleuchten bei unzureichender Beleuchtung. Holen Sie Informationen über Verkehrswege, Rangierwege bei ortskundigen Mitarbeitern im Eisenbahnbetrieb ein, zum Beispiel bei Fahrdienstleitern, ortskundigen Triebfahrzeugführern. So my guess was that it was going to be this one, but this is not documented, right? This is just asking some guy, right? It's like, hey, where can I walk? But if there it says Wege. Maybe this. Sind Verkehrswege nicht benutzbar, dürfen Sie Gleise benutzen oder überqueren, wenn Sie zuvor eine Gleissperrung zur Sicherung vor Personen, Sperrung aus Gründen der Unfallverhütung, UV-Sperrung veranlasst haben. Is this ein Dokument? I guess it is, right? But this is not. How do you learn? In welchen Unterlagen können Sie über die vorgeschriebenen Wege auf Ihrem Bahnhof informieren? This one, right? Achten Sie auf Stolperstellen, bla 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 bla. Now Gleis überqueren. So it's like it doesn't say anything where these things are, right? And there is this other reglement. Verkehrswege für Personen. Im Rahmen der Gefährdungsbeurteilung müssen Sie festlegen, welche is this the thing? Welche Verkehrswege von der Versicherten innerhalb der Gleisanlagen zum und vom Ort der Tätigkeit zu benutzen sind. Is this what it means? Im Rahmen der Gefährdungsbeurteilung. I don't think that's a document, right? Dieses gilt auch für Verkehrswege zu Abstellplätzen, Ablösepunkten sowie zu Stellen, an denen die Vorbereitungs- und Abschlussarbeiten durchgeführt werden. Wenn Sie die Nutzung von zwei Rädern, bla bla, Verkehrswegen müssen eben trittsicher und bei Dunkelheit beleuchtet sind, bla 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 bla, zuständiger Bereich. Für Verkehrswege für Personen in den Gleisbereich müssen Sie Einrichtungen durch eine Gefährdung von Mitarbeitern im Eisenbahnbetrieb in Eisenbahninfrastruktur, die regelkonform gebaut und keine Ahnung. Wait, what was the question? The question was, im Gleisbereich dürfen Sie nur vorgeschriebene Wege benutzen. In welchen Unterlagen können Sie sich über die vorgeschriebenen Wege auf Ihrem Bahnhof informieren? In welchen Unterlagen können Sie sich über die vorgeschriebenen Wege auf Ihrem Bahnhof informieren. In welchen Unterlagen? Keine Ahnung. I don't think I have anything here. 63. Let's see. I don't have anything written in this one. Here it doesn't mention anything about Dokumente, right? Im Rahmen der Gefährdungsbeurteilung. I would have said just Google it. Because, for example, the next question. Welchen Weg benutzen Sie, wenn kein Weg vorgeschrieben ist? I wouldn't know either, because that's like, it depends on the vorgeschriebene, right? Or something. But maybe this one is more, it's like this, right? In diesem Fall, beachten Sie, sind Verkehrswege nicht benutzbar, dürfen Sie Gleise benutzen oder überqueren, wenn Sie zuvor eine Gleissperrung zur Sicherung von Personen veranlasst haben. So it's like you can go over the tracks when you know that the tracks are cancelled or something. I don't know, but I feel like if we didn't answer this in class, like they are not super important. So yeah, I think I'm going to skip. Fuck it, I'm going to write it. Welchen Weg benutzen Sie, wenn kein Weg vorgeschrieben ist? I feel like this is correct, right? Does this answer make sense to you? Wenn kein Weg vorgeschrieben ist, sind Verkehrswege nicht benutzbar, dürfen Sie Gleise benutzen. It feels like this is what they're asking for, right? Or are they asking for the previous thing? Wenn kein Weg vorgeschrieben ist, then musst du Informationen über Verkehrswege oder Rangierwege bla 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 ein. Einhollen. That could also be or something. Okay, doubt. I'm going to tag them as doubt. Bei welcher Witterung ist besondere Aufmerksamkeit geboten? I think it's the other one, the information in Holland, because it's asking what you should take when you were given none. The other answer is more like, what should you do if the way is blocked? And then you can also use the tracks. Okay, thank you. That makes sense too. I guess I don't really understand what vorgeschrieben is. That means like described or prescribed or something like that, right? Prescribed. But yeah, that sounds good to me. Maybe I'll ask, maybe I forget. Let's see. I'm going to... Ooh, these are some video ideas, by the way, that I've had. Costly assumptions I've made. This one I wrote down. I didn't record the video yet, but I think this could be an interesting video. I'm so slow rating cards, by the way. I've been like here for what? An hour and a half or something. Seems like 4:30. and they've only written like two s- two two pages of fucking questions and like two more. I haven't reached even like the image of the Divaihi. Have I added the weather one? I think so, right? Bis zu welcher Höhe dürfen Sie Güterwagen besteigen? I don't get exactly which one would this would be. I think it's like mindestens 1,5 Meter Abstand bis Oberleitung or was it? Pero bis zum Oberleitung. Bis zu der. Bis zur Oberleitung. But I don't know if that's what it means, the question. I don't think there's like a limit on like from the bottom up. It's just from like the distance to the. Dürfen Sie bei Bestehen der Gefahr elektrische Anlagen ausschalten beziehungsweise das Ausschalten fordern? Keine Ahnung. Let's see. Aus. Elektrische Anlagen, die nicht zur allgemeinen Benutzung sind, dürfen Sie nur bedienen, wenn Sie dazu berechtigt sind. Auch im Störungsfall, insbesondere bei Gefahren für Leben, dürfen Sie elektrische Anlagen nur dann selbst ausschalten, wenn Sie dazu berechtigt sind und dieses für Sie gefährlich möglich ist. In allen anderen Fällen müssen Sie die Ausschaltung der elektrischen Anlagen von der Anlagenbetrieb fordern und bestätigen lassen. So basically no, right? Nein. O nur mit Auftrag o algo así, ¿no? Nur wenn Sie dazu berechtigt sind. Wenn ich dazu berechtigt bin or whatever. I think and it's safe to do so. Das Bestehen der Gefahr. Oh, you mean here, right? Und dieses für sie gefahrlos möglich ist. Added. Okay, this one kuppeln und absteigen. Betrachten Sie elektrische Anlagen und Betriebsmittel immer als immer als unter Spannung stehen. Type close. Solange nicht festgestellt ist, dass diese ausgeschaltet und geerdet oder Betriebsmittelserver von Netz getrennt sind. Auch im Störungsfall werden. Auch im Störungsfall, insbesondere bei Gefahren für Leben und dürfen Sie elektrische Anlagen nur dann selbst ausschalten, wenn sie darauf beträchtlich ist und diesen für Sie gefahrlos möglich ist. Yeah, it was important. Here it's something I need to complete. So I'm going to do it. Why not? Als unter Spannung stehend. Dass diese ausgeschaltet und geerdet oder Betriebsmittelschichtbar vom Versorgungsnetz getrennt sind. Und dieses für Sie gefahrlos möglich ist. Gefahrlos möglich ist. Ctrl Majus C. AKA Steuerung Majus C. Steuerung Caps C. How do you say caps in German? Großbuchstabe. Oh. Steuerung Großbuchstabe. Großbuchstabe-Taste. Großbuchstabe-Taste. C. How do you say Control-Alt-Suprimir? Control-Alt-Delete in German? How do you have it memorized? Shift. Oh. For whatever reason. Yeah, like for the same reason in English, I guess. Shift. It shifts the size. And how do you say caps lock? In Spanish, for example, it's called block mayús. Bloqueo de mayúsculas. Which means essentially, yeah, caps lock. Steuerung Alt entfernen. Control Alt suprimir. Steuerung Alt entfernen. Interesting. Entfernen is suprimir. Let's look at our German keyboard. I was going to buy one, by the way. Look, let's see. Logitech. I forgot how it's called. Small keyboard. This one, the Pebbles key. I was going to buy that one. The MX Mini would be nice, to be honest. How much is it? 75. Why did it say there that it's 54? 64. Esc remains escape. Entfernung is Störung. Feststelltaste. Interesting. Option start. How do you rate the brackets that are like this? Here. I guess programming with a German keyboard is like as annoying as programming with a Spanish keyboard. Because, for example, in Spanish, we have to use these keys here. Also with the Alt Grand key, with this Alt GR. Eckige-Klammern is Alt-GR H9. It makes sense, to be honest, that they are there. Because the normal Klammern are in H9, the Eckige ones Alt-GR H9. The at sign is in the L. What the fuck? Is it also Alt-GR and L? In Spain, well, I guess in Spain it's Alt-GR and 2. Set is this one. Interesting. Fus. No, it's Alt-GR and Q. Ah, what the fuck? So what's the L then? $55, and it's the MX Key Mini. Interesting. I don't know what that keyboard has on it. Mine has nothing. Okay, interesting. Why was I asking this? I forgot. I still haven't finished this thing, right? Grundsätzlich dürfen Sie geringere Schubsabstand anwenden. But you can type fine with your keyboard. Yeah, it's just because I wanted a Bluetooth keyboard to use when I'm on the bed, for example, something like this. Because right now I'm using my phone with an app and it's pretty shitty. Also, for example, if I'm doing stream and I have to have the computer, I have to have it on the table a little bit far away, and I want to do stream from the bed, from here, right? For example, I thought, okay, it could be a nice idea to have the keyboard. And yeah, I wanted it right then. And like, I don't know, it's like, also, if I'm going to be living here or whatever for like at least 2 years and maybe more, it's like 5 years here is the goal, because after 5 years you start getting a German pension, right? So it's like, now that I'm here, fuck it, let's get the pension at least, right? Let's aim for pension, even though it's going to be like, I don't trust any pension system in the world. Let's fuck it. Let's at least get some just in case, right? Need it or whatever, right? It won't hurt. So it's like, let's spend 5 years here. If I'm going to spend 5 years here, it's probably maybe worth it to like learn a little bit the QWERTZ layout, or to like write the in the set with the German keyboard. If I'm going to be using, for example, I don't know, the work computers or whatever, I don't know. For example, right now I'm like driving trains, not really. But if I ever change to engineering positions or something like this, right? Or if I ever do some coding or whatever. Die geringere Schubsabstands other clouds von 1,5 Meter by 15 to 25 kilovolt and 3 Meter statt 1,5 Meter by 15 25 kilovolt. Okay, I think this is a decent card. This is I think it's an important card. Energieversorgungen anlagen. Wann dürfen Sie Eisenbahnverbindungen an institutionelle Versorgungen einschließen? Nur einschließen, wenn sie für diese Tätigkeit besonders unterwiesen sind. Wenn, how do I answer this? Wenn ich, or man, no? Wenn man für diese Tätigkeit besonders unterwiesen bin oder ist. Wie sind diese Eisenbahnfahrzeuge zu recognition, o como se diga? Uy. Mittels Warnzeichen. comillas, Warnung for elektrischer Spannung und einem Zusatzzeichen, zum Beispiel Zugsammelschiene, führt Spannung. And I assume Warnung von elektrischer Spannung is this one. Unter welcher Spannung steht in der Regel das Überleitungs- und Speicherleistungsnetz? 15.000 kV, 15.000 kV. Whoa, so many WhatsApp messages suddenly. Let's see. Friend of mine is in Spain. Back in Spain, like the one who's in Germany, he went back to Spain. I think for a trip to somewhere else. No, he was already in the north of Spain and then he came back now, I think. Welcher Schutzabstand gilt für bandtechnische unterwiesene Beschäftigte? 1,5 Meter. Mindestens. Okay, I think they're hitting me up to go study this thing I'm studying right now, but yeah, maybe I'll do it and then I'll close the stream. I'll also pee because I have to pee. Ah, no, he's saying having dinner at McDonald's or something by the Pep. Nope, I already have dinner. Okay, I'm going to make a little pause then because I have to pee. By the way, something I like to do. Is to take the coasters from bars or whatever and use them in my house as coasters. Do you collect them? Collect, not really. More like I like to have them around. But when I came from Munich to Madrid for the first time, I did, not sure if collect, but I did have like several of them, like something like this or something. This is like what, 10 or something like that. I think I drank way more then. And I didn't even drink that much, but we went out a lot. With the people I hung out with, I don't know, we went out a lot more. We went every Tuesday, we went to Shamrock. Does it still exist? It probably still exists, right? It does. Dierendenberg, München over Bayern. I think we were with these people. The first time at least. And then we kept going. Pub quiz. Okay, I lost track. Where were we? Should I do this as regular questions? Well, let's do first the look and text. And then we go back. Erkennen Sie eine herabhängende Freileitung, Oberleitung oder Speiseleitung, die den Boden oder einen Gegenstand berührt, so dürfen sie das Erdreich in einer Entfernung von mit verlassen. Kleinen Schritten verlassen. I guess Freileitung is the like the dangerous one or something. Ah, you're not seeing it. Fuck. Sorry. Sorry. People say sorry so much. I think Germans say sorry and foreign people say Entschuldigung with like bad accent. I think someone made fun of the way I say Entschuldigung someday. Not sure why. Like not a friend or any, like some random. I said Entschuldigung and like he repeated it like Entschuldigung or something like that with like a strange accent. Not gonna lie, that seems correct, lol. Add. Okay, now with questions. Basic. Unter welcher Spannung steht in der Regel das Oberleitungs- und Speiseleitungsnetz? 15.000 Volt AC Wechselspannung. Add. Welcher Schutzabstand gilt für bandtechnisch? That's me. Unterwiesene Beschäftigte mindestens 1,5 Meter. I know, but this is like, if you see the question above, it makes sense. But if you don't, it doesn't make sense, right? Bros. Today added. Welcher Schutzsubstanz gilt für How would you say it? Welcher Schutzabstand zum Oberleitung? Zur Oberleitung. Zur Oberleitung. Bis zum. Welcher Schutzabstand bis zur Oberleitung? Bis zur Oberleitung. Bis Oberleitung. Wann dürfen Sie Eisenbahnfahrzeuge an stationäre Energieversorgungsanlagen anschließen, wenn ich für diese Tätigkeit besonders unterwiesen bin. Abstand zur Überleitung. Let's go! I know everything in this language. I'm a pro. It's so difficult to speak like with people. If I go to the store or something and I want to ask a question, wie sind diese Eisenbahnfahrzeuge zu kennzeichnen mittels Warnzeichen, Warnung von elektrischer Spannung und einem Zusatzzeichen, zum Beispiel Zugsammelschiene führt Spannung. Can I copy paste the image? Yeah, nice. Just the weather. Okay, another look and text. Now about fire, clothes. Melden Sie unzuversuchlich Unternehmens. Und Störungen ruhig und besonnen. Fuck it, I'm making a different card for this word. Das ist selbst nicht gefährden. That's like that you don't put yourself in danger or something like that, right? Sind nach Möglichkeit zu warnen. Auf die Brandlöschung Wait, what? Im unmittelbaren Arbeitsbereich. I'm not sure if I understand this, not gonna lie. Bei Branden führen Sie die erforderlichen Maßnahmen nach der Vorgaben Ihres Unternehmens durch. Do what your company says. Der Einsatz von Feuerlöschern beschränkt sich auf die Brandlöschung im unmittelbaren Arbeitsbereich. That something turns on, right? The fire löscher, this thing turns on. Beschränkt sich auf die Brandlöschung im Keine Ahnung. En caso de incendio, toman las medidas. El uso de extintores se limita a extinguir incendios de tropa. Ah, okay. That's a fire losher. Dürfen Sie nur mit dafür geeigneten Feuerlöschern oder nach Okay. Gefährliche nur Cargo. Virtuelle Touren. Okay, that was interesting. I did most most of this module. I think pretty thoroughly, I would say, more thoroughly than I expected. I have a ton of questions now in this Anki thing. I could always try to find more questions regarding these, but I feel like they are going to be the same questions. Warnzeichen, elektrische Spannung, 1,5 Meter zur Oberleitung, 10 Meter Abstand bis vorhergehende Oberleitung, Warnweste tragen, Zugsammelmaschine für Spannung, nicht auf blablabla Kopf treten. Wiederholen questions. Was beeinflusst den Reibwert? That's coming. Hauptsignal, that's coming. Nennen Sie 3 EVUs. S-Bahn München, tal. Sandensignale, Hauptgleise. Okay, that's all coming. I haven't done this yet. Welcher Druck befindet sich in der HLL und in der HBLL? Okay. I think I'm going to actually do a little bit more and go with this Sicherheitsmanagement System. He just says something like interoperability. What the fuck have I done? I've clicked on your channel for some reason. Wie oft? I don't know how to say this in German. How often do I have to renew? Well, how often does the FAU renew their Sicherheitsbescheinigung or whatever? And it's every 5 years, 5 Jahre. How interesting. My channel legit 3-4 playlists and that's it. Oh yeah, they're actually visible. Nice. 6 playlists actually. Rockig, VLPL, Momentan, J stuff, acoustic guitar stuff. Eins. Yeah, I couldn't tell you the answer to that. How you couldn't? We oft like the answer is 5 years, but I don't know how to say it. Renew. Let's see. Jede 5 Jahre. Jede 5 Jahre. Jeder 5 Jahre. Jeder 5 Jahre. Damn, oh, 2 of them I actually didn't want public lol. The WLPL, I guess, right? Front. Alle 5 Jahre. Alle 5 Jahre. Sicherheitsbescheinigung. Das Sicherheitsmanagementsystem wird von der Aufsichtsbehörde überprüft und zugelassen. Dies ist bei uns in Deutschland das Eisenbahnbundesamt. Entspricht das eingereichte SMS allen gesetzlichen Anforderungen, stellt das EBA eine Sicherheitsbescheinigung aus, die 5 Jahre gültig ist. Neben einem Audit im Unternehmen während des Antragstellungsprozesses kontrolliert das EBA in diesen 5 Jahren sogenannten Systemüberprüfungen, ob die Vorgaben des SMS eingehalten werden bzw. umgesetzt sind. Okay, so it could be something like wie oft kontrolliert, wie viele Jahre ist der Sicherheitsbescheinigung gültig? Something like that, right? No, the WPL is fine. Rockig and Momentan were not meant to be. Interessant. Do you not want your people to listen to rockig music? Wie viel Zeit? Wie viel Zeit ist die Sicherheitsbescheinigung gültig? Fünf Jahre. No, it's rather that I just put some song in, not a lot, on the other playlist to have at least 100 entries, I think, and I also update them from time to time. But the other two, not so much. Okay. Let's see. Was macht das Sicherheitsmanagementsystem? Überwacht die Einhaltung des Regelwerkes und Qualifizierung. I could delete Momentan. It was just a playlist song I currently wanted to listen to. But it's been years since I heard the songs or made the playlist. Just keep it. Keep it there. Maybe one day you'll be like, what was I listening to X years ago or something? I want to make another question with this Sicherheitsrichtlinie or something like this, but Interoperabilität. Meh. Let's just keep it simple. Simple. This and for today, I'm done. My uncle recently asked me if I wanted to be part of the family premium pack, and I was sure, why not, I guess. So now I have premium pack, but I still don't use it. On YouTube, you mean? Or Spotify? Oh, yeah, that's why I always keep my old playlist. In Spotify, I have a lot more, but I don't listen to any more of them. I stopped using Spotify. I'm also on some family plan on Spotify. from a Discord friend. Haven't talked to him in like years, I guess, but I'm still on his plan. I made an account, a Spotify account, just for that plan, a Dutch account. Maybe one day I'll be rich and I'll be like, hey, what's your PayPal? And I'll be like, boom. All these years you paid Spotify family plan for me. Here, have them back. Because he was like, we're 5 friends or something, we have a free Spotify spot if you want to have it for free. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I have it. And I got it. Un saludo. Well, he's Dutch, so I don't know how you say un saludo in Dutch. I'm gonna check my notes to see if I've written something. Oops, sorry. Oh yeah, I wrote albums that will be classics in 20 years. Let's hear your opinion. I'll probably ask the question again when I'm recording the video, if I record it. But this is something I wanted to think more about. The Golden Hour album by Casey Musgraves is a future classic. Type of album I listened to in 20 years, like damn. And this guy said, have you listened to Emotion by Carly Rae Jepsen? Yes, a lot. Although it's been a while. But yeah, that one is also one of those albums. And I wanted to think more about what albums are like this. And I came up with, personally, the first one that I came up with was, how do you say? Random Access Memories. Random Access Memories, Daft Punk. I also haven't listened to this album in a while, but I feel like this is one of those that I'm going to be classics. Then I would personally add a lot of Taylor Swift, but like for example 1989 for me reminds me more of like 2015 etc. than those. The Red album probably as well. Probably a lot of Katy Perry. She had in this kind of 2012, 2014, 2015, 2016 era, she had some albums that were like pop. And now, and probably like in 20 years, when you listen to those, you will be like, whoa, that's how the 2010s sounded like, right? That's like a classic 2010s album. That's a classic, right? Something like this. Because really, in the 10s, 30 years back, the 80s, right? So it's like listening in the 2010s to 80s music was like listening in 20 years to like 2010s music, 30 years of difference. Right now, listening to Katy Perry is like back then, in when Katy Perry was sounding a lot, listening to 1995 songs, to like Eurodance, for example. Oops, sorry. Or to like the Cranberries, Zombie, those kind of songs. Crazy, to be honest. Because we still now can listen to those songs. So it's like always different. I was listening to the Dire Straits also yesterday. And the Doors. It's good shit. I liked the Dire Straits a lot more than the first times I used to listen to the Dire Straits. Okay. I'm ending stream now. Oop. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good week. Hope this. Do you say Brücke auch for this kind of long weekend? Hope this long weekend was renewing and gave you a little bit more energy or whatever. And yeah, see you next week if you're there. Ditto. Great Pokemon. Bye.